Welcome everyone to our 2023 British Open / The Open preview show. I'm Paul Scott with my good friend Matt Berkey. Matt, how are you, my man?
I am doing great, Paul. Excited for some golf. This is our last major championship of the year. Can't believe we've gotten here already. Where's the year gone?
I know, it's gone super fast. I would like to forget it based on our Forefathers Cup standings, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Just for everyone too, we are recording a little earlier. We're so excited for the British Open. I know we're sending you off to supervise or be supervised by 400 children. So that's why we're recording a little early.
I'll be at youth camp next week, so I won't have access to record. So we're doing this preview show now, but Paul, you don't worry. I will be back home in time to watch the end of the British Open and do our recap video as well with our winner, which we're hoping that if you're out there and you're our winner, we need you to join us on Sunday night for the recap show. That's what's up.
Yeah, so we're going to do a recap show, and then we're not exactly sure. We'll definitely do a Forefathers Cup champion show if it's someone separate from who wins on Sunday.
Yeah. Perfect segue, Paul, to the Forefathers Cup. That was great. So listen, we've been keeping track of standings for our first 3 major challenges. This is your last opportunity to get Forefathers Cup points. At the top of the standings right now is Snipers, Sandlappers, followed closely by White Tees Only, Cowabunga, Weedy Whackers, and then Arfie's Pimento Cheese Boys rounds out the top 5. There's a tight top of the leaderboard. Even as far as the top 10 is about a 1,500 point spread. So in our last challenge, the winner got almost 4,000 cup points. So it's open to anybody if you go win it and get some help at the top. So it's going to be an exciting ending. You can check out those standings on our website, forefathers.pro/cup. So check those out, see where you're standing at the end. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, hey, right before we get to our segment on buy or sell, Paul, give us a preview of the Open this week, the course, what things are going to look like. Hit us with it.
Yeah, so the tournament's going to be at the Royal Liverpool Golf Club, Matt. Yes, it is a Royal Club. It got the Royal designation in 1871. It's been played 12 different times. The last time was in 2014 when Rory McIlroy won the major. Now, I got a trivia question, Matt, for you about the course. Are you ready for it?
All right.
So the first time it was played in 1897, and it was won by an amateur, Harold Hilton. Now, how much in euros did he win for winning the tournament?
I saw something. It might have been like the U.S. Open winnings 100 years ago or whatever. I'm gonna say 5,000 pounds.
Wow, you are way off. 30 pounds, Matt.
30 pounds.
30 got it done. And they actually kept it 30 all the way up until 1907. It was 30 there too. And once he got to 1913, it moved up to 50.
Wow.
And also one more thing, the winner share when Rory won it was 975,000. That was 9 years ago. This year is 3.6 million. So It's almost times by 4.
Yeah.
From what it was.
Wow, I should try to qualify for it, Paul. You never know.
Why not? I mean, you definitely could have in 1897. His Harold's third round score was an 84. So now he did close with a solid 75. So
I shot an 84 last week. I went up to my father-in-law's in Binghamton, played Enjoy, which is where they play the Dick's Sporting Goods Open on the Champions Tour. And my goal was to beat John Daly. He shot an 81 on that Saturday. And I shot an 84. So I didn't beat John Daly, but had a good time.
Did you play from the same tees as Long John?
No way. No. I'm like Caleb, White Tees Only, baby.
There we go. I love it. So, Matt, let's get started for buy or sell. Are you ready?
All right. Hit me with it, Paul.
Okay. First guy, give us Cam Smith.
Cam Smith. So last year's Open winner, right before he went to live. I'm going to buy Cam. Clearly comfortable in like the Northern European conditions. Cam might not even be at the top of the leaderboard on Sunday, but I think riding off some of that confidence from last year's win, I bet he goes low at least one day. All right. Even if he's not in contention, I could bet he gives one great day low score. So that's what, and sometimes that's just worth it for me. So I'll buy Cam.
Yeah, I'm with, and I mean, he's been playing well.
Yeah.
Played well in the last major. I'm with you. I'm in on Cam. Next golfer, the man who won here last time, Rory McIlroy.
Again, I sold Rory last time because he was in the top of the headlines as far as the news and everything. And going into here, he's like the favorite. He's almost the obvious choice, Paul. Previous winner at this course, like knocking right on the door the past few major championships, but hasn't won. Everyone's, like, so because he's such the obvious choice, I'm actually going to sell him. If we're playing forefathers, I'm going to sell because I think everybody else is going to pick him. And so sometimes in order to win, you have to separate yourself from the rest of the forefathers field. And I think he's such a popular pick that I'm going to sell him this week. Even though he might do well, still going to sell.
Love it. Last guy, a popular player, hasn't done too great in majors. JT, Justin Thomas.
He's in the same tier now in our forefather standings with his buddy Spieth and his buddy Ricky. Clearly not playing well. He missed the cut at the last two majors, but then the tournament after the US Open, he goes and he fires off like the lowest score of some of the days and he's in contention. So it's like, what JT are you going to get? Either way, a little too risky for me. I normally like JT, but I'm selling him this time.
Love it.
We'll see. All right. So Paul, are you ready for yours?
I'm ready.
All right. We'll go with JT's buddy. You picked him. You were all in. You were buying him before the US Open. Decked out in orange, Ricky Fowler. Are you buying or selling?
I'm buying Ricky. I mean, I'm buying him again. He's playing super hot. I'm going to keep buying the Ricky train until it falls off right now. His last 5 tournaments, Matt, T6, T9, T5, T13, first place. Now, I know we're not just going off of base tournament finishes, but to have those finishes, you got to have some low rounds. Another Ricky stat for you, Matt. He's played in 48 majors. He has 9 out of those 48 top 5s. So that about 18% of the time he gets a top 5 finish, which if we're comparing him to your guy, JT is 3 for 31 in top 5s, which is about 9%. So 9% increase for Ricky, which they're in the same tier. So I'm going to take Ricky, and he's one of the best golfers right now in the world.
Yeah. Weren't 3 or 4 of those top 5s all in one year?
Yeah. He had 4, I think it was 2014. He had all 4 majors. He had top 5s. And I think most of them were top 2s and 3s.
Yeah. It's crazy. Do you see Wyndham Clark is up to like 11 in the
OWGA?
Wow. I didn't realize he shot up that far, but he's up there. So he's I see that. He started the year at 163 and he's at 11. That's wild. Impressive. Yeah. So, all right, next one, Paul. This is a fun one. Not everybody out there might know who this person is. Sepp Straka. Are you buying or selling Sepp Straka?
The Seppster. For those who don't know Sepp Straka, he won last week's or currently last week's for us. It won't be this week's event. The John Deere Classic. He won it. Big Austrian, went to University of Georgia, but I'm going to sell the Seppster, Matt.
Okay.
I did this last time. I don't remember who the golfer was, but you gave me a golfer who won the week before, and I believe it paid off. Sepp's a little bigger bone too, Matt. He may get a little tired. He's not in the greatest shape. I feel like that took a lot of emotion out of him, maybe. He could, for those people who are looking for a decent tier 3 buy, he's just right on the edge. He's ranked 27th. So, but when I'm comparing him, I mean, I could pick, instead of Sepp, I can pick Justin Rose, Shane Lowry, Hideki Matsuyama, Jason Day. Even though he's playing decent, at least last week, he missed some cuts and had some bad finishes before that. I'm going to sell him and pick someone else.
But Sepp went up, he almost shot a 59 last week. And didn't he do really well in the Olympics, right? Did he medal in the Olympics or?
No, he did not medal. There was like an 8-way. He may have been in that 8-way playoff for the bronze medal, but
Okay.
the Breadman CT Pan
He-
got that. But I just don't like it, Matt. He missed a cut at the U.S. Open. He had a T64 at the Rocket Mortgage. I'm not going to use one of my precious tier 3 spots on Sepp Straka, but go ahead. The only thing is I don't think a lot of other people will, so it could be a good buy for you.
By saying your precious tier 3 spots, are you saying you're going classic?
I don't know. I honestly, I don't know, but it's precious. I've done well with the tier 3 guys. So and I've won before with only using tier 3 and tier 4. So I like those guys. There's a fun group of guys in there that you can kind of play with. And so I like it.
All right, sounds good. Last one. Are you buying or selling DJ Dustin Johnson?
You know, DJ, I was looking up his numbers. He's just always great in majors. I think the British Open is one of his least prolific events when I'm looking at his majors. Now he's made 11 out of 13 cuts. He's only had one top 5. But I'm gonna buy DJ just based solely on the fact that you are getting like tier 1 or tier 2 value with a guy who's ranked 77th. So it's hard not to. And DJ's won on the Live Tour this year, so I mean he's playing well. I have to just buy him, even though I don't know if I will personally pick him this week because I feel like so many people have him. But he's great value. Gotta buy him.
All right. Well, there it is, folks. You can choose, make your own decisions as to what you want to do with these players. But, I mean, it might be wise to go off of our semi-professional recommendations. What do you say, Paul?
Absolutely. You're buying John Daly this week, right?
I mean, of the people who are like 23rd and 27th in the Forefathers Cup standings this year, I don't know if you want to trust us or not, but we'll see.
But we are 2 of the all-time leaders in wins. But it also helps when we probably played more than anyone else.
I would say so.
So I think that helps.
Yeah. So Paul, let's wrap up. Tell us about Tri-State.
Yep. Once again, Tri-State sponsoring us, which a huge shout out to Brian Mazer and the whole Tri-State team for just sponsoring us so we can have fun prizes and that we can have a fun trophy that we may be unveiling later on another show. So just a huge shout out to Tri-State. We want to thank all the brokers. I think every tournament we've had some new people play with us. So huge shout out to them. And if you want any more information about Tri-State, you can always click the link when it pops up when you open up the app.
Yep. So everyone enjoy the tournament this weekend. It's going to be awesome. We're all going to be watching together, both the television and our phones on the Forefathers app. So we're looking forward to that. Thanks for all who are playing. Have a great weekend, and we will see you Sunday night / Monday morning when it pops up in your email inbox. Have a great weekend, everyone.
So long.